Located just 1 hour's drive north from Gothenburg in Sweden is the charming town of Elos, where Hallberg-Rassy has its main production facility, including its own marina.
This is how a boat looks like when it arrives from our molding factory. The hull and the deck is laminated together, forms one unit. The only way to access to do that is to do that in an early stage, before the rest of the interior is installed. Also, the structural bulkheads are laminated in place. That gives a very good torsional stiffness. And it's a foolproof installation of deck and hull. It cannot leak. Here we have two CNC rotors cutting out different interior parts, mostly wood, plywood sheets, or corian or plexiglass or whatever. And this rotor has a laser projector projecting the shape of the pieces that is going to be cut out, so you can see exactly the shape of everything that will be cut out. So if you should have a defect somewhere in the sheet, you can always turn it in a way that it will not be visible in the boat, and in that way you optimize waste. And we also have one more machine, that is that machine. It's larger, either for larger sheets or for two smaller sheets at the same time. So it works simultaneously like this. 342, a 34-footer, and we are in the technical phase where all the technical installations are being installed, cables and engines and pumps and filters and everything like that. And we are now standing on the hull stiffener. It stiffens up the whole boat. It goes between the keel and up to the floorboards. And it's solid laminate, has this shape and with air in between. And that stiffens up a lot. And we also have a very deep bilge where the lead keel is bolted on. That's a very important feature as well. This is our newest model, a 41-footer called 412. And it's the largest aft cockpit boat we have ever built. And it's the first time we can offer twin aft cabins. This is a fully automatic varnishing machine. Yeah, there are flaps with sanding papers and brushes at the same time that removes the dust. It sands and removes the dust no matter the shape of the wood. For example, on this shape of wood, it still works in a good way. And when it's sanded and the dust is removed, it goes to the spraying part that has a sensor for the shape of the wood. If no wood is coming, nothing is sprayed, and once it comes, it's sprayed, so we minimum waste in that way. In this workshop we have 18 different boats from 37 foot up to 64 foot, and the boat stays in the same bay the whole time until it's completely finished. And there are specialists working within different category of works. There is one team for joinery, there is one team for technical installations, and there is one team for fixtures and fittings. And each team stays on the same boat within that work until that is finished, and then the teamworks move to the next boat. Here we prepare wooden parts for the interiors. Modules, but never anything bigger than it goes in through normal openings of the boat. The last financial year, which ended last of August 2011, we delivered and built 116 boats. That was unusually many small boats. Now it's turning more to larger boats and less smaller boats, and that makes the numbers will be less, but the volume is more important, and it's a big difference depending on the size of boat. This size of boat, a 64-footer, compared to a 31-footer, it's factor 14 when it comes to complexity, man hours and turnover. So it's a big difference depending on the size of boat, yes. Even on a mid-sized boat like this 40-footer, we offer full push-button operation. That means we have buttons for furling the mainsail in and out. We have buttons for controlling sheeting the foresail, the mainsail, because all sailors I know about just have two hands, one for the wheel and one for the gas throttle. We have foot buttons for the bow thruster.
Hallberg-Rassy even has its own permanent indoor boat show, with 5 of their most popular models on display. During August, they also have a boat show out in the marina, and they invite competing boat builders to exhibit as well. Now that is confidence in your product.